But yeah, no. What's your definition of a culture vulture?
My definition would be someone who profits off of it while not authentically engaging with it or disrespecting the culture.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
You pretty much laid out my definition 100%.
Right.
That is exactly what I was gonna say. I think it's a matter of, and just to be clear, it's not a race thing, in my opinion. Before anybody says it, it's just a matter of how you treat the culture.
Right.
Because there can be a black culture vulture, which there's a couple on this list, as a matter of fact. But yeah, no, I don't think it has anything to do necessarily. LATD Nation, what is good? As always, we back in here with another video. Doing a little something different, I guess you could say. New segment, Saturday Morning Rap-Ups, where basically we're going to be discussing any hip-hop topic that comes to our mind, whether it be a current going on in the news or whether it's just something that we just thought of. Y'all seem to really like those. You know, those videos tend to do well. Of course, we got DJ back with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself again for the people that don't know.
It's DJ, aka Chili Bear, aka Space Ghost.
Yes, sir.
It's an annoyingly sunny day outside.
Hey, we making it work though. But yeah, so our very first topic for our first episode of Saturday Morning Wrap-Ups, have culture vultures taken over hip hop? And I think that, the term culture vulture is a term that these days may or may not get thrown around very loosely in the genre.
Yeah.
It's definitely become a buzz phrase,
Right.
I guess you could say. But before we really get into answering that question or just kind of showcasing our examples of a hip-hop culture vulture, what is y'all's definition? What is a culture vulture to y'all? Before we even begin.
Well, a culture vulture. I personally think that is somebody who just like uses a certain culture, certain genre of music, and gets famous off of it. And then next thing you know, they just discard it and then talk trash about it like they didn't get famous from that same genre. Personally.
I think that's a good point.
Can I get into examples now, or we?
I will say.
Okay, all right, bet.
We'll
Because I got a rant.
For sure. Oh shit! I think we all do. I think everybody.
You know you got a rant.
Oh yeah, this man ready. You got a whole notebook.
For sure. But yeah, no, I think that's a good point right there. Anybody who kind of uses it, builds a name or a career off of it, and then talks down as if that wasn't something that helped them get to the level of success that they're at.
Right.
I think the term though has evolved and expanded to include more than just that. But I'm gonna get into that later on. But yeah, what's your definition of a culture vulture?
My definition of a culture vulture would be someone who profits off of the culture while not authentically engaging with it or disrespecting the culture at the same time.
Yeah. Essentially.
That's pretty much my definition. I pretty much agree with that. I think it's just, somebody who uses the culture to their benefit, but they don't authentically care about it. It's not something that they actually actively really have a love for. It's just like a vehicle to make money or, get famous. So those two things or some other. Basically, anybody who uses the culture with ulterior motives.
Right. Exactly.
I think that's what you could call a culture vulture. And like I said, as time has expanded with hip hop, as it's gone into different eras, you've seen cultural vulturism kind of evolve and take shape in many different outlets.
That's the SAT word right there. He said culture vulturism.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Patent that. I'm patenting that shit.
That's that degree right there.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn
sure.
right. That's that Coastal Carolina shit. I didn't just party there for like 3 years, but hey, I digress.
You went to a class or two,
Something like that.
See, I picked up a book or two, audio book, but anyways. Let me go ahead and get to my first example. Boy, I tell you, I've been waiting to talk about this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Folks was telling me I was tripping in 2017, 18 when this guy first burst out on the scene. One, Post Malone. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go ahead because, boy, let me tell you.
So, I'll put it like this. Post Malone, from the example that we all gave and the definitions we all gave, I would kind of say so. I would say so for the most part. Like a lot of his music in hip hop was good though. Like I love Congratulations, Money Made Me Do It, Candy Paint, Ball for Me, and
Sunflower, but I don't really consider that. That's not a rap song.
Nah, it's not. It's more R&B, if anything.
Rockstar?
Rockstar, oh yeah, most definitely, because the one with 21 Savage, yeah.
For sure.
My thing is, I would agree with that, because what exactly did he say, though?
So for me personally, I kind of always felt he was a culture, and this is coming from back in 2017, 18. He gave an interview where he basically said, if you're looking for lyrics or if you're looking to cry, basically don't listen to hip hop, because essentially, you know, he said that there was some real shit coming out, but at the time he felt like it was mostly just very superficial, very just surface level stuff. He said that if he wants to cry, he listen to Bob Dylan.
That's kind of wild. But to be told,
mind you, he was arguably one of the biggest artists in the genre at the time.
Right, but yeah, exactly.
Which is extremely tone deaf.
My thing, exactly. My thing is, with that being said, I don't think he's entirely wrong, but not with hip hop as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some artists out there that just treat hip hop. I mean, yeah, we're doing a whole video about it right now, but that treat hip hop just as an avenue, as a way, like Blueface, and that just treat it like superficial and everything. Blueface, Sexy Red, maybe Glorilla. You could say Glorilla, but I wouldn't say that.
It's
but
too
I wouldn't
early
say
to tell.
It's too
But
early.
I mean, he contribute to the problem he just said though.
Yeah,
he said it.
Yeah,
but he's a part of exactly what he just
exactly.
said.
But exactly.
So
yeah.
it was like, what are you talking about?
But it's like
Post was making the most deep, most thought provoking music, because I listened to his albums. So
right.
He wasn't really. He was never really a lyricist or somebody who really like go in depth like a Nas or a Hove or something like that. That's one thing if Nas said that. But
yeah, exactly. Okay, exactly. I was just about to say that. I don't want to hear from him. He's not wrong. But you ain't the one that should be saying that, because you literally made a song called "Money Made Me Do It."
He told you right there.
Exactly. So
because it's not like his music was really saying a whole lot of anything I did.
Nah.
Any of his biggest hits? Nah.
The only other song that was that he said anything was probably Better Now, but you could even argue that that's not really much of a hip hop song either, or album in general, but. My thing is, and also congratulations. I was about to say graduation, Kanye, but congratulations is one of the songs that you could say that he was saying something meaningful on, but that's really about it.
But not really. I mean, he never really was that topical, in my opinion. He was just more of a vibe type of artist, which, and to your credit, he did contribute to this quote unquote. And the thing is, he said this in 2017. As if Damn didn't come out that year. It was the biggest rap album of that year.
Right.
As if we didn't get a classic project. And not even just 17, 18, 2. KOD came out in 2018.
Right.
Denzel's project, Taboo, came out in 18.
Yeah.
Jid came out in 2018, DiCaprio 2. So
right.
There's a lot of good hip. I think that Mac Miller was dropping music. I think that this is more of a case of like that old head, you know, they want to complain about hip hop being this, that, and the third, but they don't go and seek and look out under the surface.
But yet,
so that kind of shows you to me that he was disconnected from what was really going on in the culture. In my opinion.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
I don't really think he wanted to be connected. I think we managed to let somebody in who didn't really care about it.
Exactly.
And then after they made the money, we were surprised when they told us that they didn't care about it.
Exactly.
Right. Because to your point, I think, in my opinion, personally, what was I going to say? I think personally, like, he didn't really sound like an old head. To DJ's credit, like, yeah, I don't think he was really even tapped into the culture as much as, you know, we thought he would. You know,
and it's reflected in the fans, because you didn't really see a whole lot of rap diehard fans of Post Malone.
Exactly.
When you look at a Post Malone concert in 2017-18, who was there?
Right.
A bunch of casual hip hop fans don't really know anything about the genre.
Right.
Don't care about the history of it.
And with that being said, I'm sorry, bro, I'm going to cut you off. But with that being said, this is what I meant. It's kind of almost like he's somewhat of a hypocrite when he says that, because you're going to talk about hip hop, but country and rock talk about this damn near the same thing.
Literally.
Like yeah, you talk about hip hop smoking weed, but you talk about like country talking about drinking and all that all the time or whatnot. There's a part of downtown near Fish Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Well, she black, so that might be a bad example, but I mean.
All my exes live in disregard that, y'all. But all my exes live in Tennessee whiskey.
I mean,
That song be hitting though.
That song
it do. But I'm just saying for the.
Yeah,
No. I'm not talking about no. Tennessee whiskey is not Shabuzi. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
But I'm just saying for you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with what you said. I don't think he really ever wanted to be a part of the culture for real. I just think that it was kind of an avenue because he even said in another interview, he said that when he first came in, the braids and the grills was basically he wanted to be like Rocky and Travis. He basically, he came in and he said that the braids and the grills and just his overall image early was just him wanting to be like those guys. Yeah. So he basically was the starter pack. He basically looked at the guys who were really doing stuff or really said, go ahead and get like that.
Vulture.
So he can let me in.
Yeah, he vulture.
So that lets you know right there what his true intention
I mean, he had a song called White Iverson.
That's how he broke big. That was his first song.
When I started balling, I was young. I'm sorry.
So it's kind of like, what do we really expect if we're being honest?
Right. What's another? Can I get to my example?
Oh yeah, no, you definitely can. But yeah, in conclusion,
I'm sorry.
We gotta consult the notes first. You know.
In conclusion, yeah, no. For me, yes, because since 2022, he's been largely inactive in hip hop. He hasn't never really contributed anything culturally to it. Hasn't really said anything. Don't really associate with none of them rappers like Baby or Meek or Trav or any of the people that were kind of coming up around the same time. So in conclusion, obvious culture vulture. We've been through that. I don't mean his music is bad though. He made some fine music.
Right.
I wouldn't know. I didn't listen to him. So
well, yeah, no, he did.
He had an album. Wasn't the album called like Beer Bongs and
Beer Bongs and Bentleys? Yeah.
Do that sound like that's something for niggas?
I was literally about
that's
to say
not.
That don't even sound hip hop.
Nah, that's why I said I don't even think it was a hip hop album.
It really wasn't.
Exactly.
He was genre bending. You know when they say, I rap a little bit, but I'm not really a rapper. That type of artist.
I'll say one example I have of a culture vulture, Miley Cyrus.
You think so?
Yeah, at least for a little bit of a time. Like back in 2013, 15?
2013 to around 2015, 16.
Right, yeah. When she was on that Michael Maida song, talking about, I'm in the club, high on perk, with my shades on, blah, 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 blah. And doing all this.
Trying to be Future.
And trying to be Future, looking more like past. But it's, but my thing is, it's like, I think she was a culture vulture for that too. Did she? But I'm not sure if she said anything like dissing the culture, but the simple fact that she used the culture, now she don't know what she want to do in life, so she gonna go ahead and make like Wrecking Ball and do all that weird stuff at the VMAs or whatever.
Oh yeah, with Robin Thicke.
And then
that was like 2013.
Yeah, something right.
That was freshman year.
And she was really famous before that.
Right. Yeah.
Hannah Montana. It's debatable.
Everything. Yeah, so I kind of think so, but hey, if she didn't say anything bad, that's more like an honorable mention, if anything.
Yeah, definitely. That's more of a debatable one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And she never really disrespected it. She just kind of had like a weird phase, which a lot of artists did.
Just trying to stay relevant.
Right, okay, yeah, okay. Now, Billie Eilish did say something about hip hop.
Oh, you getting to Billie?
Yeah, Billie. I forgot exactly what she said, but Sean C. Shout out Sean C. on YouTube.
I seen this video too. I forgot what he said though, or she said.
Yeah, I forgot what she said too. But she's pretty much said this almost the same thing. Post Malone said.
Yeah.
Like saying that hip hop, if you want to go to a genre that has, or pretty much saying that hip hop doesn't say anything and hip hop doesn't have that much merit and value in terms of music and this, that, and the third. I'm like, you can't really talk, but ain't you the one dressing up like Big Pun at award shows and everything? Ain't you the same person that? Which is, I'm telling you, she looks goofy as hell. But
with the backward hat and the baggy shirts.
You see them boys say she like Ice Cube in Barbershop. I didn't say it. They said it.
They said it. They said it. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, like she said something like that. That's another honorable mention because she hasn't never really been a part of the culture. But it's kind of like that saying goes, like you want to be
adjacent. I never saw that. What was that interview on?
like I said, I
gotta go back and look it
I'm
up.
gonna have to look.
I'm gonna have to look it up too.
I never really did hear any mention of that. I think, and if it was, that got swept under the rug quick.
It did.
I never
It did.
Well,
heard
you know how them people love some Billie Eilish now.
Oh,
They still
Right.
mad Beyonce won that award.
But like I said, we'll be back. All right, we back. Just had a little technical difficulty.
yeah, it'd be like that. But hey, what were we saying though?
So we were saying something about Billie Eilish, but let's be honest. Let's just move on from that. God bless her. I don't think she's a culture vulture, but
I've
like
never
I
been
said,
mad at Billy.
I wouldn't say culture vulture, but I mean,
she's more of an honorable mention, just like Miley Cyrus is, in my opinion.
but I mean, look who she is. Look where she's from. That opinion shouldn't surprise anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
So
How does she look? Anyway, let's move on. Let's go with your examples. Let's see. What do the notes say?
All right, consulting the notes. You already know. This might be a controversial one. Cardi B.
step that out a little bit for us.
You said what?
Step that out a little bit for us.
Elaborate, you mean?
That's yes. You can go. You got the notes.
Hey, no, because Cardi B, would y'all consider her to have really stolen No Flocking? Stolen it and like profited and made it her own shit? And took the rhyme scheme, everything, and made it her own song rather than a remix? Would y'all consider that act of culture vulturism?
Did she just have a verse on it, or did she do the whole thing?
She took the whole song.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't listen to Kodak enough to really have an opinion on it.
Oh no, she took the whole song.
How does No Flocking go?
I don't know.
You know the flow. You know, like this is red bombs, this is bloody shoes. That song.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah. I'm not sure. We probably have to give a better example.
Okay, so yeah, you got that.
No, he got him.
But a big one.
What did the notes say?
The biggest one for me is she openly admitted to only making music to be rich.
Yeah.
As in, she literally showed that she literally said that I don't care about lyricism. I don't care about making music. I care about making hits and getting money. That's what she said. She said that
Vulture.
on Insta Live.
Vulture.
So, would y'all qualify that as being a culture vulture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. She literally went on through Love and Hip Hop and everything just to become where she was at that moment with Bloody Shoes, Mary Bottom Blow, however the song goes, and then won that Grammy, and then just to say all that.
And that's why I'm
She
saying
had an album
that's
since-
actually a point in my notes. Matter of fact, y'all know I swear about these notes. But yeah, no, for me,
The notes.
I think it's that, and also I just don't think she ever showed any real true enthusiasm for the genre because she never went on tour. She never
went on tour.
No, she's never gone on tour. She's never gone on tour. She never went on tour, even when Invasion of Privacy came out.
So she dropped the album.
Yeah.
And was like, okay,
Literally.
I'm going home.
Yeah. I'm going to just make money, and that's it. She dropped the album.
But
she
that's
never
where the
got
real
on
money
tour.
is, the tour.
There you go.
Okay.
So she never gave back the fans in terms of like supporting or them supporting her. So, there's that. There's that elephant in the room. She doesn't really drop music unless, she wants to just make some money.
Because she got money.
Exactly.
She got other stuff going on, I'm sure.
And there's no new album almost 10 years removed from the last one.
that's probably why she married Offset.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
It's debatable. But yeah, no, I feel like it's also that. And that makes it even crazier that she won that Grammy, considering the fact that Trav clearly does care more about his passion and his art than she do. So that's a big slap in the face to him and really Nicki. Because you look at where Nicki came from.
Yeah.
Say what you will about Nicki. She cares about the lyrics. She cares about her passion. She cares about her craft. So that's why I can see now why she would not like Cardi, because they're trying to put her up as the queen of rap ahead of her, when this person doesn't care about what I have worked my whole life to achieve.
Right. It's like that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode with D.L. Hughley. Like D.L., stand-up comedian, but Will does one like little joke, and then next thing you know, he's like the main attraction of the stand-up comedy event.
I just watched that episode not too long ago.
Word.
So I know exactly what you're talking about.
The universe speaks. Continue.
But yeah, no, I think that is definitely.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is a clear and total perfect example of somebody being a culture vulture. Because she just hasn't really been an active participant in hip hop really since then.
Didn't she present an award recently? Am I tripping?
No, I'm sure she did.
Why?
he said
why?
Because they love Cardi B.
Oh my God! For what?
They love her. What's your opinion on this though? I think I've yapped a little bit. You know?
She hasn't really done anything. Like every time I think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, her album really has been a long time. She'll drop a single, but
but no album.
She didn't drop no album. She probably ain't working on no album.
Probably not. She claims she's working on one, but I highly doubt it.
It's almost 10 years, but it's not going. You might as well just quit.
At this point,
it's been almost 10 years since you dropped the last one. Nothing you can do.
It's gonna match.
It's gonna feel like it's worth the wait.
Exactly. It's just at a point. It's like it is what it is. Her and the other Cardi both can't drop music to save their damn life.
Go ahead, man. Dang.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I had to hear you
That's
pivot
low
into
hanging
that.
fruit. That was very low hanging fruit. I had to.
And you just had to. Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I just don't think she ever really truly cared about it. And then also on top of that, she always beefing with fans. She doesn't seem like she's very grateful to her fans. She doesn't feel like she owed them nothing clearly because she hasn't done a tour. You know, so I just don't really feel like she cares about the culture like that.
Would you say the same thing for what's the weird girl name?
It could be
Doja Cat.
You know what's funny?
No, she's not. She ain't on there.
Go ahead. Huh?
She ain't on there.
She ain't nowhere.
What do you mean?
On the notes?
Who ain't on the notes? Shit. Who ain't on the notes? Matter of fact.
What Steven say? I count 6 shots. I count 2 guns, nigga. Don't you question them notes.
Never question the notes. The notes are all seeing.
Don't argue with the data.
No, sir.
No, but for real though, I would say the same thing about Doja Cat.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're gonna get to her. We're gonna get her.
We gotta go in. Do we gotta go in order or?
Because he seemed like he got an order. He wanted to go in.
tell you the truth. That's right now. That's the end of the artist example of this. Now we're getting to more of like the bloggers and more of like the actual like journalists.
He got it into sections.
Right.
Yes, sir. I do.
This nigga done wrote an essay.
Damn right. But yeah.
Hey, passion.
Shit for sure. But okay, so yeah, on to maybe the biggest example of a journalist being a culture vulture, the one and only DJ Academics. Got a weird case why is he around type shit.
Right, like the whole Chirac thing that he tried to do.
That's why I got written.
No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. But nah, I always knew that from off the rip that Ack was kind of a culture vulture. Like he's that type of cat that see two people. Matter of fact, Nipsey Hussle said this. But he's the type of dude that sees sees two people fighting and just going to want to record and everything like that. So yeah, I always saw academics and people like him as culture vultures. Same thing with DJ Vlad, who you probably got on the notes.
Next one, matter of fact.
But no, I wasn't really surprised because a lot of people don't like Ack.
Ack has always been considered to be. He's in the culture, but it's like counterfeit. It's like a counterfeit position. It's like he's there, but we don't really truly respect it. Even with everyday hustle and things of that nature, him starting to work with artists in terms of like their rollout. A lot of people just have never really truly respected Academic's position, which is why you see him having issues with Meek and issues like just a bunch of people.
Truth be told, I don't know if y'all seen Do the Right Thing, but he's kind of like that. He's kind of like Sal from Do the Right Thing.
Never seen it.
Anyway,
I got homework.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you took time to write all these notes.
Yeah.
That was the homework. He was busy doing it. You see?
But yeah. All jokes aside, that's essentially what Sal and Do the Right Thing was like. He was a pizza shop owner, Italian dude, who in the whole neighborhood where Mookie, played by Spike Lee.
So there's always a Mookie. Why? What is it with black people?
I don't know.
It's a Pookie. It's a Day.
There's a Dookie, like literally wire. But no, but like, and that's essentially what he was. Like he was just a pizza guy that everybody knew, and eventually. This one guy played by Giancarlo Esposito bugging out, sees that he has a bunch of like Italian actors and celebrities on his walls, but yet he can't put no black people up there in the black
brothers on the wall.
Exactly. So that's essentially what DJ Academics is to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Just never really there. Just there. Just kind of.
But that's worse, arguably, because at least the pizza shop dude had his own people on the wall. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you gonna be prejudiced or you gonna have a bias, at least it be your own people.
That's right.
That's true.
But yeah, no, in academics, his conduct with, women, particularly black women, that's another point of contention that people have. He seems like he's never the type to buck up to like another man, but when it comes to like this black woman, shame. SZA, Lizzo.
What did he say about SZA?
Oh no, he went off on SZA.
Oh no.
Yo, he did. He said SZA fat. He said no matter how big the BBL is, it's really just the fact that you just fat.
I don't give a damn. Nah, boy.
Shit, I don't think anybody care other than that.
Well, she can call me Rock. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, but hey, that's how I personally feel. I don't think academics is ever been considered to be truly of the culture. It's just somebody that people tolerate because he built a platform, and you can't really stop him.
Yeah,
right. Sal from Do the Right Thing,
he just there. Yeah,
because academics is like a product of the internet era, where once the internet splintered and fractured everything, it was a lot harder to gatekeep. So people could just kind of come in and do what they want to do, and kind of subvert the culture essentially.
Now, Vlad.
Oh yeah, let's get to Vlad.
On the other hand, now that is definitely Sal from Do the Right Thing. Same race and everything. That's exactly what. Well, what'd you say? Vlad is.
I don't know what Vlad is.
Vlad's Jewish, I think.
Okay.
Either way, white. But my thing is like Vlad. He essentially like a snitch too. Like
He's the informant. He is
the informant. That's exactly what it is. Vlad. That's all Vlad is at the end of the day. Like my thing is like I don't hate DJ Vlad. It just depends on who he. It just depends on who he talking to. Like there's one thing about me. Like if it's somebody I don't respect, I'm just kind of like indifferent. Like that's the same thing with Vlad. I'm just kind of indifferent towards him. Like some of his interviews are cool, but some of his other interviews are kind of like, bro, why are you asking these types of questions?
Literally. He had an interview with Lil Bibby, right after Juice passed. I mean, that was a cool interview, but overall, I never really had a real opinion on Vlad. You seem to feel more strongly about Vlad than us.
So you get into that, bro.
I don't mess. Well,
pause.
Okay, so in addition to just him seeming like, I guess he just trying to set people up because he'll be trying to get unnecessary information out of people. Nori went on there. He was like, yeah, he got all the liquor and stuff, but he don't be drinking. So like you know how like on Drink Champ, they drink with you. Yeah, but they drinking with you. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like they just sitting there watch you get drunk, ask you questions. Yeah, Nori said there was a very like predatory kind of feel like he was getting you drunk and he about to ask you know what I'm saying? About to ask you all types of questions.
Yeah, basically trying to set you up.
Yeah, it was just a very weird feeling. And then there was that whole, what year was that? I want to say during the pandemic or during lockdown or whatever you want to call it. He ended up because he has a bunch of guests on there. He had plenty of like Muslims on there and all that type of stuff. So he ended up lying on Farrakhan in an interview with D.L. Hughley, and then they came out. They came out and corrected him or whatever, and he was going back and forth with Godfrey about it, and he was like, well, I'm not going to be bullied into apology. Godfrey's like, nobody's bullying you. You lied. I proved that you lied, so you should publicly
apologize. Yeah,
you publicly lied, so publicly apologize. It shouldn't be that complicated.
There you go.
There was there was that whole thing with Marlon. You remember where Marlon was supposed to be on Vlad TV, but Vlad wasn't trying to pay him when he asked for it.
Yeah.
He started calling him washed up and all type of stuff.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Because no black person would say that.
Yeah, I heard Vlad actually. This is an interview I just watched recently. Carl Jones, who was on Boondocks, he said Vlad actually played a role in getting Boondocks canceled.
That don't even surprise me.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what the story was, but essentially Vlad caused some kind of issue between Carl Jones and Eric Magruder that kind of led to the separation and the split between them. And then after that fourth season came out, it just wasn't really the same.
Yeah.
Right. While Act to me is that guy who will he'll start some fights too. But while he's more of the ones that recorded, Vlad is more of the ones that say instigated, yeah.
And then try to hide his hands too.
And try, exactly. Yeah, like exactly.
Play innocent. Oh, I ain't do nothing.
Right, yeah, exactly. Throw a rock, hide a hand. Yeah, it's just that's why I never really had much respect for Vlad either. Like I watch some of the interviews. It just depends on who he's talking to. Like if he's talking to like a guy like that actor, that kung fu actor Michael Jai White. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's cool. If he's talking to like a rapper or anything like that, that's or like a pro black guy like Godfrey. Which I love Godfrey, by the way.
But we need to stop going on there. Like why are we still going on there?
Why are we still giving him a platform? Or why are we making his platform powerful?
Right. I agree with that. And that's only if I even watch anything. Like
I haven't watched Vlad in a long time.
Yeah, same here. It's just I just see clips every here and then on TikTok. So it's like that's the only way that I'll really watch them, if anything. But
that's pretty much all I got to say on Vlad.
Vlad,
that's a clear and total example of a culture vulture. Easy. That's cut and dry right there. Some of these are a little bit more debatable. That's cut and dry.
Yeah.
Adam 22 or Adam 16.
I don't really know much about bruh.
Me neither.
Ain't he when he missing ain't his wife like a porn star or something?
Yeah.
That's all I
really
remember.
much it.
Cause that video it was some on Instagram. They were talking to like Andrew Tate or something.
Yeah.
And he was talking about that. But that's all I know.
Adam 22 has long been considered to be a culture. He running in the same spaces of Vlad or Ack. So predators move in flocks. But Adam, no, he's been accused of being the type to instigate gang violence and things of that nature. Because he's based.
Violence is nasty work.
Yeah, he's based in L.A. So what he'll do is he'll invite a bunch of Bloods and Crips on his platform to interview and then kind of stir stuff up in the street. And a lot of people view that as him just trying to use that as entertainment.
Right.
In order to kind of boost his own platform. He's the type of person where he has no shame. People will fight.
Clearly.
And literally, they'll literally fight. He had one of his best friends, they fell out live during the show because Adam brought up the fact that he paid for his mother's funeral. So he threw a drink at him and everything. And instead of cutting that interview, he put it online. It's published on No Jumper's YouTube channel.
See, people like Act, Vlad, Adam 22, and I'll even throw Charleston White in this conversation too. Even though Charleston White is more of a grifter than anything.
Yeah.
Like all of those guys are just pretty much just clout chasers.
I agree. They just trying to get theirs.
Right. To me they kind of the scum of the earth.
People
with that mentality.
They
don't exactly. Yeah. But I think that's still scummy. Like you willing to do any and everything and put your life on the line, literally just for a couple views, and you willing to throw away friendships. Like you don't got no type of code or character, bro.
Yeah, no, that's the biggest thing.
He don't have no friends.
Huh?
He don't have no friends.
Yeah, literally, that's Adam 22's whole thing. Him and Ack fell out plenty of times. There's no loyalty when it comes to Adam 22. There's probably no loyalty when it comes to Ack either, other than Drake. Which,
if that,
definitely getting to him. But short one right there, Adam 22. Yeah,
let's get him out of the way.
Now Doja, I literally have it written in the notes. I'll leave this one for DJ.
You would for me, nigga?
No, you got the stage. You got the stage.
I'm just saying, she was so essentially, she kind of dips back and forth between like pop and rap and that kind of thing.
Which was fine.
She basically, it's fine, but it's like her audience. When you look at her audience and her aesthetic, basically, and then
you know what she's trying to appeal to.
Yeah, and then there was that time she was in that it was like some racist chat room or something.
Yeah, like that. I don't know if it was 4chan or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then I think she like only exclusively dates like white dudes or something.
Something like that.
Something
and not
like
even
that.
just that. It's just she's disrespected black men and black culture.
Yeah.
A plethora of times.
And still making money.
Oh yeah, she's not as big as she used to be.
But she also hasn't dropped anything recently though.
Exactly.
True.
Her peak, or the last time she dropped something was like 23.
2023. It was that song.
What, Paint the Town Red or something?
Paint the Town Red.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Talking about she's embraced like she's the devil or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that crazy shit.
Yeah, she cuckoo, bro.
Boy, I remember when that video came out. I said, "This is the same girl who sang Move. This is the same girl."
Yeah, that song sucks too. By the way,
we wasn't worried about the song though, Jay.
Wait.
We wasn't worried about the song, but
When Denzel said, "I don't give a fuck about no police."
But for sure,
Doja. Being honest, damn.
I mean, I'm just saying,
But Doja.
Turn your attention to the left, sir.
I pretty much agree with everything you said. That's why I wrote that specifically, because I was like, you probably be able to tackle that better than me, because I ain't really paid too much attention to Doja like that, so I didn't really have the knowledge like that. But anything you want to add to that?
I don't really got much to say. I think I said it already.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just controversial.
All right, and so this next artist, this is the finale. I guess you could say this is our final example.
Oh Jesus!
This artist right here, man, has kind of really repopularized the whole conversation being a culture vulture as of late. He had a very interesting 2024. None other than freaky ass nigga 69 God himself, the one and only Drizzy Drake. Y'all go ahead.
I mean,
I got a whole page worth of notes.
Just on this?
Yeah, just on him, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What can you say? What can you say that hasn't been said?
That's
right, exactly. Like,
between the accents, the features.
Yeah.
What's left to be said?
He took a mean L.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he's not making it any better for himself.
Oh no, the latest. I think one of the most egregious examples as of late, the lawsuit.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
A really bad look for somebody who supposedly cares about the culture and loves hip hop. That's a terrible.
Like, I'm gonna put it like this: Drake is pretty much that type of artist, and always been that type of artist that he's like a gangster that wants to be down so bad, but everybody knows that he's softer than baby shit. And he kind of just proved this shit here.
Oh yeah,
he's like that one. He's like that one white kid that's want to be like, hey guys, let me rob this store with y'all. But next thing you know, as soon as they don't let him, they're bad people type shit.
Literally,
like they call the police. Yeah, exactly.
Literally. So my notes right here.
Flaunting his wealth.
Say?
The notes basically said everything we already said. He's accused of using other artists to his benefit. This is a big one. The Drake stimulus package.
Right.
Yeah,
with I Love Mackinnon and all.
I Love McConan, Jack Harlow.
Mackinnon.
You can maybe even argue he's been doing this
Weekend
for over a decade.
Yeah, but they always act like oh, Drake helped so many people, and it's like, yeah, but they helped him too.
Oh yeah.
Right.
They always act like he was just doing it, just
out of because the Weeknd, Take Care. As great as that project is, I love that album to this day. The Weeknd gave him like half of the songs.
Right.
On Take Care. Like Cool Love, that was originally supposed to be Abel's song on his project.
Yeah, I could.
Mm-hmm. And you can tell.
Yeah.
Just like the vibe.
Thinking about it now, yeah.
The sound, it sounds like early like trilogy era Weeknd, 100%.
Like cry if you need to. I can hear that being an Abel song too.
Oh yeah, for sure. The whole Drake stimulus argument that he helps other artists, but mysteriously he doesn't ever collab with them past a couple of songs, and that's usually their biggest song.
Same thing when I Love McConan, the Tuesday song.
Oh yeah, for sure. Fetty, you argue Fetty Wap is another one?
I don't know.
The remix. It's fire. It is fire. It's classic.
I don't really remember Drake's part of that, so I would say no.
Okay. But yeah, no, it's plenty of examples as we know.
But he won't let you get bigger than him.
Yeah,
essentially,
that's why he stops collabing, because it's like once you kind of get to, all right, you gonna back away from me now and let you fizzle
that's
out.
Another point I got in my notes, of course. Okay, but yeah, that's a perfect example. Mysteriously, he don't do a whole lot of black media in the way of black interviews or black charity causes or anything like that. Last time you seen Drake appear on the Breakfast Club or Drink Champs or anything that has to do with within the culture, he go to people like XQC. He'll do people like that. But have you ever seen Drake actually do anything in the way of helping black content creators, especially?
Right, and then they'll people say dead on their face, oh, Drake is does more for hip hop than Kendrick ever did, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, nigga, what?
Drake hasn't been a rapper since 2014.
Like a rapper's rapper, yeah. I agree.
Like I'm like, but yet exactly, it's exactly what you said. He doesn't do anything black media. Now that you mentioned, I noticed that
he don't do any black media. He don't do black interviews. Or just nothing that is in the way of black hip hop media spaces. Drake has hardly shown up, and it's been less and less so as time's gone. He did early stuff like an Angie Martinez in 2012.
Then he got bigger for real, and he said, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah, no,
right, exactly. And then now people starting to realize that,
like that,
and like his music is good. Don't get me wrong, but people starting to realize that this dude is kind of a fraud. It's the same example that I gave with the white kid wanting to be down with the crew. And next thing you know, it's the same thing with this lawsuit. Like he couldn't take his L like a man, and now he wants to
make his L everybody else's problem.
Right. Like even bringing in what is those two guys' names? Those two reaction channels.
ZS and B.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like them, No Life Shaq, No Life Shaq, and all of them.
When they were reacting to his stuff favorably, it was
no problem.
Right. Yeah. So this, like, you already know this dude is a straight up hypocrite anyway.
Exactly. It's because the thing about Drake is that the media that he does, like, he surrounds himself with like an academics, a bunch of yes men. People who are gonna like validate his status, and they're not gonna criticize him too much.
Right.
That's who he surrounds himself with. So that's another example right there. Blackface, we don't even need to talk about that. And I remember his explanation he gave was like he did like it was like a class project or something like that. Still crazy.
And you let them people talk you into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, that was dumb.
That looked crazy.
My thing is too.
And then Push, you already know.
Yeah, and then people
That's
like
my nigga right there.
Yeah,
and then like, don't get me wrong, I like some of Drake's music too. Like I have a couple of his songs. Truth be told, I think I only got like a couple albums that I didn't even listen to.
I got you.
Now that I think about it, cause I meant to, but it's like
Push. Push looking at Kendrick like I've been saying this shit.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Push definitely has. It is just like
I'm not a monster.
And then people
just ahead of the curve.
And the thing is, people saying like Drake is a top 5 rapper of all time. I'm like,
hell nah.
What? Like
that's not even without going out of this generation.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like a top 5 rap, like. You mean to tell me people will sit here straight with a straight face and tell you that Drake is a top 5 rap better than Nas, Jay-Z, all of them?
But these are people that don't really care about the culture.
Exactly.
Which brings us to this whole conversation to begin with. So yeah, the blackface thing, the UMG lawsuit, we already went through that. Seemingly, this is my personal opinion. This is just me, what I've observed as of the last, really since 2018. I feel like he's at a point where he cares more about being Drake the socialite and the celebrity than he cares about being Drake the artist. He hasn't shown any desire to make a real bona fide classic album since Nothing Was the Same. Really, if you're reading this, he's more interested in chasing numbers and celebrity status than he is about true bona fide real rapping. Like in terms of being the best rapper, he seems like he cares more about the numbers than he cares about the actual passion and the craft of rapping.
Exactly.
But that's his fans follow suit.
Oh yeah.
That's anytime you get into it, well, the numbers and trick
exactly.
this and the
third.
third.
Right, they have to say they can't,
because people like to talk about. Oh, I'm sorry. People like to mention like numbers don't lie, but it's like they don't tell the truth either.
That's just a statistic. It has nothing to do about.
Drake came out and said the numbers lied. That was what the whole lawsuit was.
They
lying about the numbers.
But when the numbers were on his side, it was cool. Fine.
It's the same. We're
gonna sit here and say Not Like Us wasn't an instant classic. Y'all remember when them videos was coming out that day that it dropped and people were already in the club playing it?
Yeah.
Already crip walking to it? And you mean to tell me that this song just artificially became what it became.
They over there in like Saudi Arabia and all type of stuff.
It's global. It's a global song.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the fastest rap songs to ever reach 1 billion streams. I mean, the song went crazy. I think it has on YouTube like the videos like at 300 million in less than a year. That's crazy, especially for rap.
It's probably more than that if we think about it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
My thing is too, and when we going back to the numbers, it's just like everybody. I hate when people use numbers as a means to say that somebody's better.
I can't stand that
because the thing is, like, yeah,
that doesn't tell the story of the artistry at all.
Exactly. Like McDonald's sells more burgers. Shout out FD Signifier when he said this, but McDonald's sells more burgers, but that doesn't mean make the food better.
There you go.
But then you got people like restaurants like Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Their food is better. It's a little more expensive.
Yeah,
less people eat there than McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying.
But the food is overall better for you in general.
That's what
So it's like what, bro? Like it's the same thing. Like I could go into sports and everything. It's the same thing with like sports and stuff too. But that's a whole debate for another day.
Exactly.
And it's just, but it's like, yeah, like, oh, Drake does more than Kendrick. That proves he's the better artist.
Drake has sold more, so that's why he's above Kendrick. That's the only argument they've ever had. Because
he drops like every year.
Exactly. And the thing is, that's their only argument because they even know that quality-wise, he's just not matching Kendrick. Because you know they can never talk shit about Kendrick's actual music for real.
Right.
Because they know it's quality.
Right.
So they go to the number shit.
They be like, oh, Kendrick in that little alien voice. His voice.
You've heard that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plenty songs.
Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, that's Shakespearean, man. I'm trying to hear that shit. I'm trying to hear what I'm trying to hear, which is nothing but I mean.
They were saying that before he did the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah, like people when people say that, that's how I know you really don't listen to rap like you really probably should. Because when people say they ain't trying to hear that lyrical Shakespearean and all that, blah. No, we just trying to get lit to something like.
That's a whole different conversation. Might be for another Saturday morning rap.
Yeah, I would love to have that conversation
for sure. Like the type of person that don't want to hear lyricism, which is what the passion in the craft was really founded upon.
They just want
to have their head nodding in the club and shit.
It's like Andre said on Hey y'all don't hear me, y'all just want to dance.
Yeah. Which I mean, going back to this whole conversation with Drake is like. That incarnate, like he's that personified.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally. So, I mean, going to the next point, because I mean, we pretty much already said what we need to say on that. Never really puts an artist on or nurtures their career long term.
Oh, if anything, takes more from them than they actually gain.
Because if you really notice, OVO as a label
is over.
Who
else is on it?
Yeah.
Where are the rest of these niggas?
What? Hey, that's what I'm saying. Because other than Party Next Door, who he finally just did a collab project with a decade since they first really started making music together.
I do like Party Next Door.
What other artists have you seen from OVO really break big like that? Like Drake don't pour or nurture any of his artist career. Right. He don't pour nothing into it.
Now, admittedly, I do have.
Literally.
Admittedly,
and he tried to sign The Weeknd too.
Yeah, I'm glad.
So you already know Abel probably would have been nowhere near as big as he is if he had actually took that deal. I think that's why they fell out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why they fell out.
Right, because if he can't have all the control,
because they didn't make music together since after that. Like
exactly.
After Crew Love, they never made music again.
Exactly, and like admittedly, I do like Baka Not Nice's song "Live Up to My Name."
Yeah,
but the only reason why I even like the song is literally because of the beat itself.
Yeah.
Because that beat is fire. But this nigga Baka Not Nice cannot rap to save his own life.
I've never listened to Baka. All I know is
no.
All I know is he got a weird case.
No. So I don't really listen.
Around, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't listen to him either. But I only listen to that one song, and I'm like, yeah. It's pretty shitty.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Because I can't name, and you know I'm a Drake fan, but I can't name, 3 other artists on OVO.
Truth be told, I thought OVO was a clothing brand.
Might as well be.
And them shoes, them Jordans was tough.
Jordan was tough.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The owl.
Yeah.
Like the owl, the OVO, the nose of that. I thought that was dope. I didn't think that this was connected to Drake at all. Yeah. Truth be told, when I first saw it, but I'm like, oh, this is.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's what it stands for.
Yeah, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't really pay attention to Drake's life like that.
But compare this, and I want y'all to hold on to this point. Compare this to the other two in the big three, his big three counterparts.
Right.
In terms of like putting their artists on, pouring into their artists, really giving back to the culture. Because that's what I kind of feel like that's part of what being a label boss is kind of like giving these artists a chance to be something that you were trying to be and kind of contributing. That's how you give back to hip hop, in my opinion. That's part of it.
As much as I love Kendrick, but J. Cole is easily the best one out of the three. Because you can name a couple of his artists. You got Ari Lennox. See? You got Ari Lennox.
Reason, Boz, Cos, Luke.
Earth Gang.
Jid.
Yep.
Which that's supposed to be the one if he dropped his damn album already, but that's a whole different.
He dropping again?
He's supposed to be dropping it. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Jid Tro. That's supposed to be his collab with Metro, and then he's got his own album. Fuck is it at?
Like and then you got who does Kendrick have on PG Lang though?
The only person he got on PG Lang is King.
Yeah. No, I thought it was somebody else too, right?
It's King and Tiana Leone or something like that.
Tana Leone.
Okay,
but
all right.
They left. I don't know why.
They left.
Yeah.
Tana Leone left.
Yeah.
He was just on Mr. Morale.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. But Cole is definitely the best in terms of like really pouring in this art. Because if you look, and in preparation of this video, I looked through like each and every one of the projects all of these artists have dropped on his label. Cole got a feature on everybody project.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody album.
Spreading around.
Yeah, my thing is what like I hate that for Kendrick though. I really do. But it's like Cole, I think it's just because Cole is a genuine dude. It's like a genuine dude.
I think also with Kendrick, you could argue that, him bringing everybody up from Top Dog kind of was that, but not necessarily. I think that's kind of touch and go.
I think it's possible that Kendrick is just as elusive label owner or whatever as he is a rapper.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of that might be why stuff is so slow over there.
Right, yeah, I agree. Because I think, like Rodney, like you just said, when him being at TDE for so long, it was essentially his label just as much as it was Top Dog's, if anything. Like he was the headliner. He was the one who brought a lot of his friends on with Black Hippie and SZA and all that.
They came up together though, so I think that's kind of debatable. But because they came up together, but Kendrick became the clear-cut number one guy, you could argue that he kind of helped bring everybody up with him. Mm-hmm. But SZA, I don't think you could really make that argument because Kendrick and SZA kind of blew up around the same. Well, not the same.
I could be
time,
all right. I might be wrong there.
But
I'm pretty sure.
SZA kind of did it on her own. She didn't really need a Kendrick co-sign.
Oh no. Okay.
Because by the time SZA really started to break big, that was when Kendrick was getting ready to go, away for them 5 years. So SZA kind of like took control.
Oh, okay. All right. My fault.
My fault.
Yeah, I ain't even mean it like that, but hey, God working in serious ways.
That's a triple.
But nah, like I said, I do hate that for Kendrick though with his label.
Yeah.
But it's like DJ said. I agree with what he said. It's just But Cole easily, I think Cole is just like a genuine person who doesn't really. I think he just does all of this really just for fun, man. Like I don't think he really
Cole
cares
does it for
much.
the passion. You can,
you don't,
because Cole's only gotten better over time. Like his rapping now compared to what it was a decade ago, you really do see that he's had a desire to get better.
Right, exactly. Like especially with Clouds, fire.
I was about to say, boy, thing fire.
I'm slipping.
That thing fire.
I understand.
But yeah, that's pretty much the only point. That was the last point I had in terms of Drake. Anything else y'all want to add to that?
Not really.
When it comes to him, or
bring back gatekeeping.
Okay,
that's the last thing I'm saying.
More or less. It depends. Okay, it depends.
Bring back gatekeeping.
You think Kendrick is ushering in that gatekeeping? Bringing that back?
Possibly, yeah.
Because in terms of like, because one thing you notice is that we don't gatekeep our genre the way in country artists do.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think that is, I agree.
We let everybody else get a piece. Because really, it's kind of crazy to think that these artists that we named are all some of the biggest artists in the world. And were some of the biggest within the genre. And they all came out around the same time. But who paved the way for this? Drake. Let's be real. He did. He paved the way for this type of shit in hip-hop. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, gatekeeping, we might need to do an episode on that too. and why hip hop looks so different now compared to what it did 20, 25 years ago.
Right.
I think that's a good topic we could discuss. But anything else y'all want to add? Anything else y'all want to say before we sign off?
I'm good.
All right. Well, this has been Rodney.
This has been Jay.
And
DJ.
And we are LATD. Remember, everybody, to look at the details. Peace.